The Audio Expert System window contains four major areas: the global toolbar, the event timeline, the event table, and the wave panel, which we will cover in this video. The other areas are covered in separate videos. In the Audio Expert System window, we use color codes and icons to help focus the user on specific issues. For example, we have technologies of Bluetooth, codec, and audio. Bluetooth, for example, has a color code of blue or an icon. So if you were to see either the color code or the icon, then you know that that particular item is related to Bluetooth technology. Likewise, in the audio events, we have event severities that are either information, warning, or error. Error, for example, has a color code of red and an icon of a red dot. Seeing either the color code or the icon will focus the user on the fact that that event is an error. The wave panel has three sections: the audio stream info, the local controls, and the audio waveform. Although the event timeline is within the wave panel, it is covered in a separate video. In the audio stream info section is information about the stream audio, stream Bluetooth, and stream codec. Stream audio information includes the stream ID, that is a system-assigned identifier. Stream IDs are assigned in the order the streams are detected. Mono stereo identifies if the stream is recorded in one or two channels. The sample rate and bits per sample complete the stream audio information. Next are the blue fields for the stream Bluetooth information. These two fields contain the Bluetooth address of the devices involved in streaming the audio. Lastly, the stream codec information contains the codec used to process the audio for streaming. On the top right of the wave panel are the local controls, which apply only to this wave panel. The top control will control the playback of the waveform in the wave panel as heard on the computer system speakers. The mute control will silence the playback volume on the system speakers. The playback volume displays the volume of the audio, but it does not change with the volume control or the mute control. To the right are the vertical zoom controls. Vertical zoom in expands the audio waveform. Vertical zoom out will decrease the expanded audio waveform. The expand collapse control will collapse the wave panel, showing only the audio stream info and the local controls. Clicking again will expand the wave panel. The audio waveform displays the audio stream. If the stream is stereo, you will see both channels. The horizontal scale at the top is in time units of hours, minutes, and seconds. The waveform is synchronized to the event timestamps. The vertical scale on the left shows the amplitude of the waveform. When the stream is stereo, there is a scale for each channel. The default is a linear scale. This is a relative measure with the maximum amplitude being 1.0 and the minimum is minus 1.0. Clicking on the scale selector will change the amplitude scale to decibels. There is a corresponding visual change to the waveform since the scale is logarithmic. In the decibel scale, the maximum value is 0 decibels and the minimum is minus infinity. Clicking on the waveform will place a play cursor that is a vertical white line. Clicking and dragging on the waveform will create a selection outlined in blue. At the bottom of the waveform appears information about the selection, the start and stop times, T0 and T1 respectively, the selection span time, dt, the number of samples in the selection, and the Bluetooth frames covered by the selection. Creating a selection in the waveform will also highlight corresponding rows in the event table. When you right-click in the audio waveform, a pop-up menu opens. If the waveform contains a selection, you can clear that selection. Or you can copy an image of the selection to the clipboard for pasting into another application such as Word or Excel. You can also export audio data in an undecoded or decoded format. See the video on Audio Expert System Global Toolbar for exporting details, or refer to the documentation on fte.com, or press F1 for help when using Audio Expert System. If you made a selection, clicking on loop will continuously play back only the audio within the selection. You can stop the looping by clicking on Clear Selection in the pop-up menu, or by clicking on the loop control on the global toolbar. Zoom to selection will fill the waveform display area with the selected waveform. Right-click in the waveform, click on Select Area, and it will create a selection only around the audio data. Waveform fill, pauses, or gaps are not selected. Clicking on Select All will create a selection around the entire audio stream.